I'll be right back. I'll be right. Sumit is here. Added.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Where
evening.
where has Sun Sir gone? Good evening, sir.
Okay. Hello, Sumit. Hello, Rizana. Hello, Lena.
Hello.
So, yesterday I played an audio file, and today we are going to. I also asked you to practice, I think, the conversation with a partner, maybe. And today we are going to listen to it and learn every word of it, every phrase, every sentence.
Okay, sir.
What audio file number was it?
8.5.
8.5.
Uh,
8.5.
no, sir, it was 8.8.
8.8. Yeah, it was 8.5.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Yasmin ma'am. Evening time is busy time for women in Indian households.
Yes, sir.
You have to make snacks for the family. Sometimes the husband would expect you to sit down and have a little chat with him, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I know. I I also feel a little frustrated sometimes when I'm free and my wife is not. Okay, people, let's listen, learn every word and phrase in the sentence and the grammar associated with these lines, everything. So, 8.8.
Point 8. Andy Lambert, a stuntman's story.
Andy, I've often wondered.
I've often wondered, and it is not very clear, when you listen, you don't get it very clearly. I understand because of the contraction, I've often wondered, okay? I have often wondered, okay? I have often wondered. Yeah, wonder means think. Yeah, wonder means think, right? I've often thought. I have often wondered. Okay. I have often wondered. Rukaiya, what about apostrophe? Please ask. Ram's cow. This?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which part is difficult? Can you be a little more precise? I don't understand why you would be, confused. I don't understand that. Please explain.
Sir,
Which?
I just want to know how we if I want to teach someone, then how I will explain this.
No. Teach someone. What is the age of someone? What is the level of someone? It depends. It's not just someone. Someone at university needs different information than someone in class 3 or 4. Someone who?
Just one of my friend.
One of your friends.
Friend.
So your friend says my father name.
No, sir. Father's name.
Then he or she doesn't need this apostrophe. He knows already.
Okay, sir.
I'm not very sure. Why are you not being more open about your question and confusion?
Sir, why we use that apostrophe there? I just want to know this.
I mean, you want to write my father name instead of my father's name. Is that what you're saying?
No, sir. I know why we. I know it's not true, but I just want to know why we use that.
I don't think you are asking a question out of curiosity. You're not asking. Look, Rukaiya, there are questions which are born out of curiosity. Those questions can be answered in a class like this. Okay? Other questions which are not born out of curiosity cannot be answered. You're not asking a question out of curiosity. You're asking a question because somebody is maybe, picking up, maybe somebody is bothering you. Somebody is kind of, asking कि अच्छा इसके पीछे reason. बेटा ये सब चीजें वही लोग कर सकते हैं जिनके पास फालतू समय है. आप मुझे बताइए आप क्या बोलेंगी? मेरी बहन का बेटा कैसे बोलेंगे?
My sister's son.
But I don't need to teach anything more. अगर कोई डाउट है कि हाँ ऐसे बोलना है कैसे बोलना है आप पूछ लो मुझसे. I will be very very straightforward in answering you. But I'm not into playing games, beta. Okay? I'm not into playing games. There are lots of stupid people in India who do all sorts of stupid things. ये ऐसे क्यों है वैसे क्यों है इसमें I के साथ am क्यों लगता है? I am not into all those things. I don't have time. My students don't have time for all these games. They want to learn and grow, in English. They want to speak better English. They don't want to spend their time and energy, doing all this research. You guys are not doing a master's degree in the English literature that you should care about such things. So I asked you a couple of questions, and every time you answered, and you're still asking me, explain the apostrophe as explain what to you? Practical use of it or something else? If you have any doubts about any phrases where you're not sure what you should do, talk to me about it and I'll help you. But you're asking me a question and you know the answer very well, and still you're asking me the question. Clearly, it is not about confusion. It is about something else, which you're not being honest about. You're not speaking openly to me, frankly. That's the problem with you. A friend is asking, a friend should know whether we should say my father name or father's name. And if she's saying, why shall we say my father's name? Why not my father name? So say to her, you use father name, no problems. That's the answer. You don't want to waste your time
Yes, sir.
convincing her. Suppose your friend is saying my father name is correct. Insisting, you first tell her that no, or tell him, it's not my father name, it's my father's name, Pitaji ka naam. My father name, no, my father's name. Okay, fine. If the person accepts, okay, Ram ki behan. Ram's sister or Ram's sister? Ram's sister. Okay, that's it. Do we say I sister or my sister? My sister, right? Similarly, my is not I. Ram is he. We don't say his sister, we say his sister. So which word is equivalent to his? Ram or Ram's? Ram's is equivalent to his. Ram is equivalent to he. Ram is equivalent to he, but Ram's is equivalent to his. So Ram's a school, he's a school. Ram goes, he goes. So I can teach practical things which will help people use the things correctly. I'm not into playing games. Long time ago, people used to do things like this. Parwal ka English batao. I said, fuck. I don't care. Sorry for my foul language. Okay. Did the mic catch it? I tried to whisper it, I didn't want to say it out loud. Okay. Anyways.
And never asked.
I have often wondered and never asked. I have often wondered and never asked. I have often wondered and never asked. I have thought about it quite a few times. But I've often wondered and never asked. In Hindi we say, "Kai बार सोचे लेकिन पूछे नहीं." We often say this in Hindi, right? It's very similar. I have often wondered and never asked. How did you become a stuntman? Okay, they're friends. Okay. Justin is a friend of Andy, and he's saying, okay, I've often wondered and never asked, how did you become a stuntman?
How did you become a stuntman?
Well, I first thought about it.
So wonder, when you wonder, there is some sort of puzzle, confusion in your mind. Then you wonder, okay? You wonder, like what is the difference between think and wonder? I mean, I said wonder means think. Yes, you think. But what do you think? You think about a confusion. Then you wonder. I wonder what she looks like. I've always talked to her, but I've never seen her. I wonder what she looks like. I wonder why she calls me, okay, like this. So I don't know. I'm thinking this or that or that, this or that or that. Okay, wonder. Well, I first thought about it when I was at school.
When I was at school, I always loved sports.
Always loved sports, all sports.
Sports. Athletics, swimming, even pole vaulting.
See, this is spoken English. I always loved sports, all sports. Okay, this idea didn't come to mind straight away. I always loved sports, and then it is an afterthought. Afterthought, all sports. This is an afterthought. Improvement, improvisation. I always loved sports. A little bit of correction. All sports, not just sports, all sports. Athletics, swimming.
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything, even pole vaulting. Pole vaulting is not a very popular sport. Do you know what pole vaulting is? A person holds a pipe type thing, flexible pipe, okay, and runs, and puts it down and jumps over a, barrier. Okay, this is called pole vaulting.
Pole vaulting.
Yeah.
And I loved climbing trees too, so
And I loved climbing trees too. Just follow the rhythm.
I thought, I'd like to be a stuntman.
Really?
So I thought, I'd like to be a stuntman. So he was at school actually when he thought about it. Now tell me, how many people do you know who think about becoming a stuntman when they are at school? Do you think it is a very popular choice of career? I mean, I don't know anybody who had this thought. Maybe a couple of boys, maybe, you know.
Really? You actually had the idea at school?
Really? You actually had the idea at school? Okay, look, the arrangement is of a statement. You actually had the idea at school, because this is not actually a question. This is just surprise, and that's why rising tone. Really? You actually had the idea at school? Do we need here? Did you actually have the idea at school? We don't need that, right? This is important. Everybody pay attention. There is a question mark here. Even though the word order, you actually had the idea. This is not a question arrangement. This is not an interrogative sentence arrangement. This is a statement arrangement. You actually had the idea because the person already said it. You know, this guy, Justin, is just a little surprised. So, really, you actually had the idea at school.
It's not a job many people think of.
It's not a job many people think of. Most people think of becoming, pilots, doctors, engineers. How many people think of becoming a stuntman?
Well, I did.
Well, I did. Not many people think of this, but I did. Well, I did. I did. Full sentence. Replace the did, and say the whole thing.
Well, I thought about becoming a stuntman.
Yeah. Well, I thought of becoming a stuntman. I did. Well, I did. A lot of people will read I did, but they won't know what did. I did what? I thought of being a stuntman. I did.
But then I thought that
But then I thought, and then the second thought was that the people doing it had to be very special in some way.
the people doing it had
Doing it refers to what? Stunt. Doing
Yeah,
this
stunt.
job. Okay, doing this job. I thought that the people doing it had to be very special in some way. People doing this job of a stuntman had to be very special in some way. Not everybody can be a stuntman. This is what I thought. These people have to be very special in some way.
to be very special in some way. So it couldn't be me.
So it couldn't be me. So it couldn't be me. So I would not be able to be a stuntman. It couldn't be me. I want you guys to understand. Spoken English. It couldn't be me. So I didn't think I could be a stuntman. So it couldn't be me because I thought that stuntmen are usually people with special talent. And I didn't think I had a special talent. So I thought I can't be a stuntman. So it couldn't be me. Don't. So it couldn't be me. It means I didn't think I could be a stuntman. So I didn't think I could be a stuntman. If somebody wants to understand it couldn't be me means what? I didn't think I could be a stuntman. And why? Because I thought stuntmen had to be very special in some way. And I was not special in my, people don't think they're special. Nobody thinks they're special. Hey, listen, even Sachin Tendulkar, okay, who is called the god of cricket, he never thought of himself as special. Listen to his interviews. He says every time he went to bat, he had this, in his stomach, this feeling, funny feeling, nervousness. When he scored one run or two runs, then he would start to feel more comfortable every time he went to bat. So think of it. We thought he was god of cricket, an exceptionally talented batsman. And every time he went to bat, he felt nervous inside. So other people think of you as special, but you yourself don't think you are special. Yes, some jerks, overconfident people always think they're special, even though they have nothing special about them, but they have this, amazing opinion of themselves, self-fascinated they are. So it couldn't be me.
But eventually, when I was 29, I had the courage and got started.
But eventually, when I was 29, so he's talking about the phase where he kept doing things, but he did not really consider himself good enough to be a stuntman. He kept doing things, I mean, he loved sports, all sports, right? He loved climbing trees and so many other things. But he didn't think he was good enough in his own opinion, okay? He thought stuntmen need to be very special. I'm not that special. I just do these sports. But finally, okay, when he was 29, eventually, when he was 29, he had the courage and got started. He said, up, let's do it. He got started. He had the courage and got started. Okay. I had the courage and got started. Learn the phrase. I had the courage. I mustered the courage. I got the courage and I got started. I got started means I started thinking about becoming a stuntman or doing things. 29 is quite late for a stuntman. When he was 29, 29 is quite late for stuntman. People who want to be stuntmen, they usually start early. 29 is quite late for a stuntman. Okay, let's see. If you want to be a gymnast, okay, different careers start at different age. Would you agree or not? Different careers start at different age. For example, if you want to be an umpire, okay, or referee, you could start late as well. Maybe you can play the game first and then retire and maybe decide to be an umpire, decide to be a referee. Isn't it possible? But think of becoming a gymnast. So when do you start when you want to be a gymnast? Can you start when you are 20 or 25 or 30? No, you have to start when you are very young, 8, 9, 7, so that you can use your flexibility. You can, when you are young, it's easy to bend your body. Your bones are not that stiff. Your joints are not that stiff. So practice makes it even more flexible. So most gymnasts start very young, right? So different careers start at different age. 29, he started his career when he was 29. And that's why he's saying 29 is quite late for a stuntman. Because you need to be strong and fit. And first 5, 7, 8 years, from 20 to 29, your body is stronger, right? And you can do more. So that's why perhaps he's saying 29 is quite late for a stuntman. Look at the structure of the English sentence. 29 is quite late for a stuntman. Most stuntmen don't start so late. Most stuntmen start early. 29 is quite late for a stuntman. Am I clear to you all? If you have any doubts, feel free to ask. Because you're off camera. I don't know the reason. Next.
29 is quite late for a stuntman.
So, what were the first jobs you did?
So what were the first jobs you did? I keep saying this to my students. They think the first means one. Okay? Yeah? In some ways, yeah? Who was the first girl you kissed? I'm sorry, I don't want to know. Just say the sentence, okay? So who was the first person you had a crush on? Okay? So first can take one singular noun, the first person, the first child, the first this, the first that. But the first can be used with plural numbers too. The first jobs, it means some of those jobs which you did first, okay? Early jobs. What were the first jobs you did? When I teach that line, in this course of elementary course where I teach this, he took, when people read this, as Armstrong took his first steps, he took his first steps. Then people say steps plural. I mean, this is the most practical way to teach. Can you take one step and stop and say something? No, you keep walking and say something, right? So when you're walking, you're taking steps. So steps plural. First steps means when he just got onto the surface of the moon and he made this comment. Okay. So he took his first steps, he said the famous words. So people, the first is not always singular. The first can be plural as well, okay? The first couple of jobs, okay? What were the first jobs you did? What were the first jobs you did? What were the first jobs you did? A lot of silly people, again, silly I'm calling them because they have a limitation to their imagination or knowledge maybe. That's why they do this. They'll say this is wrong English. They will say S should be removed. It should be what was the first job? I asked a question today on my WhatsApp status and on Facebook. Butter hara hota hai. Okay, so a lot of my students are answering correctly, but some people are answering P is green. P is green color. Ankit Aryan. P is of green color. Okay, so and I also know that some people here are kind of using. They want to tell me that they got it right, so they don't mind. They don't hesitate in using the your ChatGPT stuff to translate sentences, to find the answers, and send them to me. Okay, it's okay. So English has its own rules, guys. What were the first jobs you did? I do have that on my phone now. It is.
Well, I worked as a film extra at first on.
Well, I worked as a film extra. Everybody knows what is a film extra. You get acting jobs, but you don't have a very significant role, right? You just don't play a very significant role, very, very unimportant role, insignificant completely. Anybody can play that. Nobody will notice you there, right? A film extra. There are so many situations we can think of. There is a scene of a park where the hero and the heroine are sitting. There will be a lot of other people as well in the park. Usually there are people. So those people will be the film extras, okay? Nobody cares about who they are. Okay, I worked as a film extra at first on some TV dramas. Okay, at first he worked as a film extra on some TV dramas. Okay, and I was the person.
Some TV dramas. I was the person sat at the bar, or just one of the crowd.
I was the person sat at the bar, or just one of the crowd. The small roles for a few $100 maybe.
But at the same time, I worked at other skills.
So he worked as a film extra, and while working as a film extra, he also improved his skill sets. Okay, so he worked at other skills. It means he learned new skills. You have to do that.
You have to do that.
It's important. It is necessary. You have to do that. I don't want to say you have to do that. I will say it is necessary. You have to do that. It is necessary. Horse riding, high diving, martial arts.
Horse riding, high diving, and martial arts, of course. I did judo competitions.
Okay.
And I built a portfolio of.
Please shut the door. I did judo competitions and I built a portfolio. Okay. Everybody knows the word portfolio, or do you need help with the word portfolio? Guys, do you know the word portfolio?
Yes, sir. A folder in which we keep the pictures of ours.
Yeah, a portfolio. It is a kind of collection of everything, photos and your skills and everything. I built a portfolio of photographs of myself. It is I built a portfolio of photographs of myself. So him, doing other things, doing skills, doing like judo, high diving, horse riding. He had a portfolio of photographs of himself. I built a portfolio of photographs of myself. A portfolio of photographs of myself.
Photographs of myself.
You really planned it carefully then.
You really planned it carefully then. He planned it carefully. No, he was working as a film extra and then he was learning different skills. He also built a portfolio of photographs of himself doing all those skills, right? You planned it carefully then. His friend is appreciating him.
Yeah, I was keen.
I was keen. Yeah, when you're keen, when you're passionate, when you're interested, this is what happens. You see, you will meet students who are keen, keen to learn, keen to improve. Their attitude will be different. Their whole approach will be different. They will do things very differently. And then there are those who are not very keen. Okay, so he did it all carefully because he was very keen. Yeah, I was keen. Keen means everybody passionate, interested,
Interested.
sincere. I was keen.
And finally, I got my first job.
And finally, I got my first job as a stuntman.
It was on a film called Onegin.
It was on a film called Onegin.
A Russian romantic drama.
I find it strange that some of my students can't make sentences like it was called something. I went to a school called da da da. Simple. Why not? This is how we mention names. 1,000 times we have seen such sentences in our course. It was on a film called Onegin. So the name of the film was this. And the word that you use to mention the name is called. Not of the name. Yeah. Manisha, tell me the school where you teach.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the name of the school you teach in a sentence. What are you doing so much? I'm just asking you a question. You can hear me and just speak. Why is it that you're taking so long to respond?
Sir, I teach in Sarbodhe Bal Kanya Vidyalaya.
You didn't learn what I was speaking. I told you this is what happened. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Why you couldn't say what I was teaching? Well, good luck.
With Rafe Fiennes.
I teach in a school called da 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 da. Right, simple. Okay. Yeah, it was on a film called Onegin, a Russian romantic drama with Ralph Fiennes.
Was doubling for Toby Stephens.
I was doubling for Toby Stephens. Who is Toby Stephens? Maggie Smith's son, comma. So whenever there is comma, you have extra information about the same noun. So Toby Stephens, what do we know about him from this? He is Maggie Smith's son. I mean, we don't know. I personally don't know, okay? I don't watch English movies that often anymore. There was a time I loved watching English films. I should watch them, but somehow I have lost interest in fiction altogether. It's not that I just don't watch Hindi films. I just don't watch fiction, It's not that I don't watch English films. I just don't watch fiction. Very rarely I watch fiction.
Maggie Smith's son.
Oh, yeah? Then what?
Oh, yeah. Then what? What was the next thing you did?
Well, after that, I got work on a Bond film.
Well, after that, I got work on a Bond film. After that, I got work on a Bond film. Great. Success after success, big projects, right? After that, I got work on a Bond film. I'm going to ask the most, the easiest question one can ask in a class like this, okay? I got work on a Bond film, part of a speech of work.
Sir, now.
The rest of them couldn't answer, whatever. What can you do? I mean, this is Manisha said she didn't have an explanation for why she couldn't answer. What can you expect? I said, can you give me a defense why you couldn't answer? Can you explain? She said, no. What do you ask? What do you expect then from here? She's simply surrendering. One person says work is a noun, the rest of them are all quiet. What do you expect? I got work on a Bond film, and they don't feel that they're saying a noun. They're confused. I got work on a Bond film, and they don't understand that they're saying a noun. Work is a noun. What can I say?
One with Pierce Brosnan.
One with Pierce Brosnan. I mean, there are lots of Bond films. There are lots of Bond films. So that's why he said one with Pierce Brosnan. Here, one means a Bond film with one here means one means a Bond film. No, one means it is a pronoun. One is a pronoun. One with Pierce Brosnan. A Bond film with Pierce Brosnan. Okay. I got work on a Bond film. There are lots of Bond films. A Bond film with Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
A Bond film with Pierce Brosnan. Now, you didn't want to repeat, so that's why you used a pronoun. One with Pierce Brosnan. I got work on a Bond film. You could have simply said on a Bond film with Pierce Brosnan. That's also fine.
When he comes crashing through a restaurant window in a speedboat? That was me.
One of the Bond films with.
Yep. I got work on one of the Bond films with Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, absolutely. When he comes crashing through a restaurant window. When he comes crashing through a restaurant window. He comes crashing through a restaurant window. Through again, from this side to that side. Through, okay. Through the wall, through the window, through the glass, anything. Through has different meanings. If there is a pipe, through the pipe. Okay. The water goes through the pipe. Okay. From one end to the other, or from one side to the other as well. Through
Through the jungle.
Through the jungle.
To the forest.
Yeah. He entered through the window. Okay. And we were talking about, what is it? Sunny Deol, who hits people through the wall. Okay. So, yeah. When he comes crashing through a restaurant window in a speedboat. That was me. It was not Pierce Brosnan. It was me. That was me.
I saw the film.
I saw the film.
I didn't recognize you.
I didn't recognize you. A friend couldn't recognize him. I mean, we could not fail to recognize stuntman. Even his friend couldn't recognize him. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, that's good. You're not meant to.
That's good. You're not meant to. That's good that you didn't recognize me. You're not meant to. If people recognize that they're not the actors, then it is not a very good job, right? It's not good for the actors, makeup artists, and all the other people who are behind this. Their job is to make sure that the stuntman looks exactly like the actor, right? That's their job. And when people are watching, the audience are watching, they should feel like the actor himself or herself is doing it. Yeah, you're not meant to. Let's learn this. You're not meant to. It means we don't expect you to recognize. We don't want you to recognize us. Okay? You're not meant to. Okay. Let me try and give you some examples. You're not meant to. We could also say you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to recognize us. You're not supposed to. Okay. You're not meant to. Okay. Later, maybe we'll talk about it more later. I know. Yeah. And I agree. We are not meant to.
I know.
No. I know means I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yes, you're right. I agree. I know. I know a lot of times means I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, you're not meant to. I know. So
how do you prepare for a film like that?
How do you prepare for a film like that? How do you prepare? How do you prepare for a film like that?
First, you have to talk through the stunts with the director.
First, you have to talk through the stunts with the director. Now, everybody needs to understand this phrase, talk through the stunts. If you understand, great. If you don't, I'll try and explain it to you. You have to talk through the stunts with the director. Now, you are a stuntman and you are talking to the director. The director says, I want this. So you say, okay. The director has the things in his mind. That's why he's the director. Director always has things in their mind, okay? That's why they're the directors. Everybody calls them the captain of the ship, you know? Okay, so they decide everything. So they will tell you that I want this, I have this. So there is a lot of conversation. The stuntman asks questions, he answers, then the stuntman says something, he listens. So talk through the stunts from here to here to here to here, and this is what I want. Talk through the stunts. Yeah, talk in detail, right? Talk through the stunts. We have to talk through the stunts with the director. We have to talk through the stunts with the director.
So, for example, if you're going to fall out of...
For example, now what is talking through? Let's understand. This is talking through. If you're going to fall out of a window, you have to, if you are going to fall out of a window, now falling out of a window can happen in many different ways. How do you want it? Okay, you have to talk about how he or she, the director, wants you to move in there. Whether the director wants you to just fall, the director wants you to go up, the director wants you to flip in the air. What does the director want? Okay, so he says everything. He talks about it in detail. He talks through the stunts. Okay, so he's talking about the stunts in detail. He's talking through the stunts. Okay, so talk through the stunts. You have to talk through the stunts with the director. You have to talk through the stunts with the director. For example, if you're going to fall out of a window, you have to talk about how he or she wants you to move in the air and land, hit the ground, you know, how. Every director has his own vision, all right?
The window, you have to talk about how he or she wants you to move in the air and land, hit the ground, you know.
Land, hit the ground, okay?
Whoa, Andy, it sounds so dangerous.
Oh, Andy, it sounds so dangerous. Okay, Justin, the friend, is kind of, wow, it sounds so dangerous. It is. For a normal person, it is very dangerous.
Have you ever been injured?
Have you ever been injured?
Not too much. I'm lucky.
Not too much. I'm lucky.
Just a few bumps and bruises.
Just a few bumps and bruises. Instead of I'm lucky, he could have also said, I've been lucky. I've been lucky. Yeah, just a few bumps and bruises. Just a few bumps and bruises. Bumps when it becomes swollen a little bit. Bruises when you get the skin gets cut, you know, bruises, okay? Bumps and bruises.
But a lot of stuntmen and women do get injured.
But a lot of stuntmen and women do get injured. I didn't get injured much, but a lot of stuntmen and women do get injured. Another emphatic sentence. The other day I was talking about it. She did have a bad injury, okay? So a lot of stuntmen and women do get injured.
Sprained ankles, broken arms.
Sprained ankles. Sprained ankles. Sprain is a verb, V3. Broken chairs, broken arms, again V3. These are adjectives. These are adjectives. Sprained ankles. What kind of ankles? Sprained ankles. Broken arms. What kind of arms? Broken arms. And legs, and the like. And the like means the similar stuff. And the like. And the like means similar stuff. This is colloquial, guys. And the like means something similar. Other things. I mean, when you're not adding more things and you want to say similar stuff, and the like. Yeah, they do get injured. Sprained ankles, broken arms and legs, and the like. Yeah, you can think of it that way. Similarly, okay, and similar stuff, and similar stuff, and the like.
And legs and the like. If you think about it.
If you think about it.
If you have to fall off a horse, say.
If you have to fall off a horse, fall off
a horse.
Off shows distance, separation. Fall off a horse. Fall off a horse. You're riding and you fall off. Okay. Off shows separation. So you and horse are not together anymore. Okay. You have to fall off a horse. say 10 or 12 times. Look at this phrase. Say 10 or 12 times. Okay, colloquial. Please appreciate this. If you have to fall off a horse, say 10 or 12 times in one day, मान लीजिए 10-12 बार, मान लीजिए आपको गिरना, मान लीजिए, ओके, ये मतलब कि बोलिए कि 10-12 बार ऐसे समझिए 10-12 बार, things like this. If you have to fall off a horse, say 10 or 12 times in one day, you're not going to feel great. Nobody will. Falling off a horse does, make you tired. You see, not only tired, injured as well, maybe. You're not going to feel great, that's for sure.
10 or 12 times in one day, you're not going to feel great.
I'm laughing.
I'm laughing. Justin says I'm laughing, but I mean, yeah.
But
Actually, there was another injury.
Actually, there was another injury. He suddenly remembered. What is his name? The stuntman? Whatever. Actually, there was another injury. What was that?
what was that?
Well, I was going to do a really big film.
I was going to do a really big film. I was going to do a really big film. Yeah, my plan. It was my plan in Greece. I was going to do not literally going, plan. I was going to do a really big film in Greece.
In Greece, it was Captain Corelli's Mandolin with Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
And then just before I had to leave,
And just before I had to leave, I sprained my ankle. Just before I had to leave for Greece. Because the film was in Greece, right? Okay, the film was in Greece. He sprained his ankle. How? How did you do that?
I sprained my ankle.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame. Literal shame? No, shame has different meaning. We say shameful, we say, shameful is a very common adjective, no? Shameful, okay? Shame here, what a shame means, what a pity. It shows sympathy, guys. Justin is feeling sympathy for him. That, he sprained his ankle, couldn't go to do that big project, in Greece. Oh, what a shame. So when you use this phrase, what a shame, make sure the other person understands English. Otherwise, they might misunderstand you. It has happened with me. Somebody wrote something, and I felt pity. I wrote, what a shame. And that person thought that I was making fun. I was calling it shameful. The person felt, kind of offended just because they didn't understand what I was trying to say. Oh, what a shame. Somebody said to you, I failed my exam just because of 2 marks. And you say, what a shame. And their English is not very good. Very likely it is. They will think that you're making fun of them. You're saying that they should feel embarrassed. They should feel shameful, or ashamed rather, not shameful, ashamed. They might start thinking like this because of the meaning they have in their head for the word shame. But you are only showing sympathy. You're feeling bad for them that they failed the exam. As a good person, a good friend will feel, what a shame. How did you do that?
How did you do that?
Well, I was running in my local park.
I was running in my local park and fell. I fell. What a funny way to get injured for a stuntman. It's ironical. A stuntman does so many silly, dangerous things, right? He didn't get injured there. He got injured while running in his local park. Isn't it? This is called ironical, okay? Something that you don't expect happens. Okay, something opposite. I mean, you expect a stuntman to get injured while he is doing his stunts for a film, okay? But here he was running in his local park and he fell. A lot of people fall in the park. Do they get injured so badly?
And I fell. Can you believe it?
Believe it?
You're kidding.
You're kidding, really. When you find something surprising, you use this expression. You are kidding. It doesn't always mean what you think, somebody is kidding. It just shows you're surprised. You're kidding. Of course you believe that person. You agree that they are telling you the truth. It's not that you don't believe them, but you find it very, very surprising. You're kidding.
You don't do much stunt work now, do you?
You don't do much stunt work now, do you? You don't do much stunt work now, do you? Give me a second. Why is he not here? What's his name? Khushi is messaging, but not in the class. I'm talking about, we had a student from Dubai who got injured, and the new student, what was his name? Guys, anybody remember? We had a student from Saudi Arabia or maybe Dubai, little chubby. Anybody remembers his name?
Firdaus.
Firdaus. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. You don't do much stunt work now, do you? No, I don't. Okay, look at this sentence. You don't do much stunt work now, do you? So when this Justin makes this statement, you need to understand what's going on in his mind, okay? He knows that his friend doesn't, but he's confirming it. It's not that he has no idea. He knows it pretty well, that his friend doesn't do much stunt work now. So he's confirming it. You don't do much stunt work now, do you? Okay, and he says, no, I don't. Okay, so you don't do much stunt work now, do you? So basically he's saying you don't do much stunt work now. And he just added do you, the tag, to invite him to confirm this, okay?
No, I don't. I haven't done much since I married and had.
I haven't done much since I married. This is a good sentence. I haven't done much since I married. So you have sentences like, with since, guys, very important, okay? I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, since morning, okay? I haven't eaten anything since I got into that argument with him, okay? I have improved my English a lot since I started working hard for my English, right? So after since, you normally use the past simple. Since you did something, and here the present perfect. I haven't done much since I married. Okay. I haven't done much since I married. I want everybody to give a few example sentences, I haven't seen him a lot since, we left school. I haven't seen him a lot since we left school. I haven't met him even once since we left school. I haven't met him even once since we left school.
I haven't eaten pizza since I had food poison.
Very good. Keep going, everybody. A couple of examples. He hasn't called me since I lent him the money. He hasn't called me even once since I lent him the money. Go on, people. Think of an example. Share it with us. Shouldn't be that difficult. And if you can't, just repeat my example, okay?
I haven't recharged my mobile since I bought that.
Yeah, okay. I haven't recharged that since I bought it. Okay. Guys, if you can't make another sentence of your own, just give me my own sentence. Just repeat my own example, okay? You don't have to give your own. You can repeat my example. That's fine. Yeah,
I haven't met my school friends since I left the school.
since I left school. Okay, good.
I haven't drank my parents since yesterday.
Good.
So I haven't bought anything since I'm left with only 100 rupees in my bank balance.
And you are using Bluetooth, so the voice is a little bit in and out. So please
Uh,
don't move when you're speaking, okay? So that we can hear you well.
okay, so I was saying I haven't bought anything since I am left with only 100 rupees in my bank balance.
Okay, okay. Hmm. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
So since I am is correct or since I was?
I haven't bought anything.
Since I am left with 100 rupees.
You still have those 100 rupees with you.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds okay. You still have those 100 rupees, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can also use the present perfect here. I haven't bought anything since I've been left with with the 100 rupees. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He hasn't even seen the syllabus of his examination since he filled the forms in.
Yeah. Can you repeat that?
He hasn't even seen his syllabus since he has filled the forms in of his exams.
Yeah. Yeah. But here, since he has filled the exam, instead of since he has filled the exam, you could go with since he filled the exam, since he applied for the job or whatever. Okay. Past tense. Anybody else? You haven't applied for a job since January last year. Okay. Okay. I haven't done much since I married
Kids.
and had kids. So since he got married and had kids, he decided when he got married and had kids, he decided to stop.
My wife was pleased when I stopped.
My wife was pleased when I stopped. My wife was pleased when I stopped. But
my sons love to hear about when Dad was a stuntman.
But my sons love to hear about when dad was a stuntman. So sons love to hear his stories about work.
I still love a bit of danger in my life.
I still love a bit of danger in my life. I still love a bit of danger, not danger, danger in my life. I still love a bit of danger in my life. I still love a bit of danger in my life.
Okay, how about a game of squash with me now?
Okay, how about a game of squash with me now? That's enough danger for me. This is Justin. Justin calls the game of squash enough danger for him. That's enough danger for me. I can't afford to do anything more adventurous. Okay, so guys, I'm going to put the audio script in the group first, and then
So it's already in the group.
already in the group. Actually, it's already in the group. So
Oh,
I'm going.
sorry. Audio script is not in the group, sir.
Audio
It's
script is
only
not
the
in the audio file is in the group. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to put it there. And I want you guys to practice the conversation with a partner.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, sir, to be late. Good evening, sir.
Sorry, sir, for being late.
Okay. Sorry, sir, for being late.
Okay. Breakout room time. Zafri, will you practice the conversation? Okay. Everybody will practice the conversation, guys. The audio script is in the group, right? So everybody is going to the breakout room to practice. If you did not practice there, Sunita, are you going to go there and practice?
Yes, sir. I wanna practice, sir. Document. Sir,
Yep.
hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. Manisha, where is Manisha? Manisha is gone. Okay. I'm opening the rooms, everybody. Please accept the invitation straight away, okay? And go there and practice the conversation. Manisha is there in number 2, room number 2. She is there. Why have you come out to me? You went into the room and then Sunita. Maria, you are not there. Why? I'm sorry, I'm putting you in room with Kalpana because Sunita is not joining. Sunita, what happened? You didn't join. You said you would join, but you didn't. Why?
Hello, Kalpana, how are you?
Hello, Lucy. How are you?
Good. And you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. Thank you.
Manisha and Zafri are just sitting there, not practicing. Doesn't matter how you pronounce the names. It doesn't matter.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, Lena is not aware of the
No. So
uh,
how do you
transcript,
prepare
sir.
for a full time?
Aware of. She doesn't have it. As simple as
Yeah,
that.
she doesn't have it. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I have been trying to convince her what is the homework, but she's not getting my accent, I think.
Hmm.
You can ask to her directly.
I understand what you say, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
understand
But
what.
we are enjoying the conversations, even though we don't have the transcripts.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Wow, and sounds so dangerous.
Yes.
Keep it up.
And we have a
Yeah.
good teacher.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
You can
I
practice now. She has the audio script now.
Okay, okay. Have you
yes,
got it,
yes,
Lena?
yes, yes.
Okay, then start, please.
Well, if you are going to fall out of a window, you have to talk about how he or she wants you to move in the air and land on the ground, uh, or
In the air,
land or
Sumit.
hit
In
the
the
ground.
air. In the air, Sumit. In the air.
Okay.
In the air.
Yeah, I got it, sir. He or she wants you to move in the air
In
and
the air.
land.
No, Sumit. In the air, no. In the air.
Okay, so you are saying this. Move in the air.
in the air.
How he or she wants you to move in the air and land,
Same
hit the
thought.
ground, you know.
Whoa, Andy, it sounds
What's
so
that?
dangerous. Have you ever been injured?
Your rhythm is very good, Maria. You know what you're reading. Unfortunately, Sumit lost his understanding there. He read those words, but they were not really. He didn't understand what he was reading. Land, hit the ground. You know. If your intonation is right, I'll know that you understand. And if you don't understand, your intonation will be off a little bit. So, Sumit, never read what you don't understand.
What the hell,
Highlight
man?
it,
How
underline
can you
it,
do
come to
that?
me, talk to me about it, ask your partner to help you, read it slowly to understand what could it mean.
I
Yes,
fell.
yes.
Carry on.
Okay.
I fell.
Not too much.
And now
Couldn't be me, but eventually, when I was 19, 29, I had the courage and I got to start. 29 is quite late for a statement.
Zafri, hold on, Manisha. Zafri, I have to be honest with you, Zafri. Your intonation is absolutely off, You need to know what you're saying and in what tone it should be said. Okay? No acting, no fake accent, no fake rhythm. You have to know what you're reading. Okay? As a teacher, I will know when you're just reading it. I will know when you're reading it and you know what you're reading it. Okay? So right now you're just reading. Please read,
I'm not
understand.
full concentrate, sir. That's why.
I understand that is also true. But another reason could be that maybe you are not listening to enough English outside the class, Zafri. I'm very concerned about it.
Yes, sir, I did, sir.
Then you should have said, I do, sir. I do listen. I do. You're listening outside the class. You did means last night, this audio, maybe, but I'm talking about in general, Zafri. Your mind is very sharp, Zafri. Give yourself the real
I listening, sir,
opportunity.
but while I
Uh-huh.
was watching match.
You have to be focused on, if you're watching a match, then listen to the match commentary in English. That's all.
No,
Don't
sir.
That's what you should do.
so
Okay,
it
carry on.
didn't. But eventually, when I was 29, I had the courage and got started.
When I stopped
Well, I worked as a
my
film engineer,
chance,
at first on some TV dramas. I was the person sat
Carry on,
at the
Rosanna. Carry
bar
on.
or
but
on a sofa. But at the
I
same time,
had
a work
people
ethic.
speaking.
To do that,
No, I don't. I haven't done much since I married and had kids. My wife was pleased when I stopped, but my sons love to hear about when dad was a stuntman. I still
You are not from Russia.
Yes, I'm from Belarus.
Okay, okay, interesting. So you have, as you said, you have been studying English since sorry, for 1 year. So who, why did you start learning English? Means, do you do any job which needs to know English?
No, no, I don't have any reason for learning English. I like learning
It's
foreign
just your
languages.
hobby to talk in English, isn't it?
Yes, only hobby.
Only for your interests.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you send your kids to an English medium school?
What?
Do
Repeat,
you
please.
do you send your kids to an English medium school?
My kids.
Yes.
Why are you assuming, Arish, that she has kids? Why are you assuming? Why don't you ask her first?
Oh, sorry, sir. I thought no. The other day you was explain. Sir, she could not practice with me. That is why I'm just talking to her. Okay, Lena. So, do you have
Why
kids?
why couldn't she
but
practice?
a lot of stuntmen,
Because she couldn't understand the transcript, sir.
trained
Nah,
muscles,
really, Lena?
arms, and
Mm.
You
legs
ask her.
like
Okay, let's see.
If you think about it, if you are having
Just a
thought
second.
of a horse, say 10 or 12 times, in
She
one
could not
day,
understand the
you are not
transcript, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
Lena,
yes,
you,
I have it.
okay, read. You are Justin. You are Justin. Read.
Mhm. Read.
You read Justin's lines.
he
Lena,
was captain colonel.
Yes.
I will read Andy's lines. You will read Justin's lines. You are Justin.
Before
I'm Andy.
I had to,
I tried to make her understand, sir, but she didn't say
Don't
anything.
worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, Harish. Lena,
well, I was
you
looking
are
for the
Justin.
car,
Okay.
and I said,
Okay.
I am Andy.
can you believe
Okay.
Let's role play this conversation.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, okay.
no, I don't. I haven't done much since I married and had kids.
I need to read. Yes.
When I saw
Andy,
that
I've often
stuff you
wondered
about my
and
dad
never
was a
asked, how
stuntman.
did you
I
become a
still
stuntman?
love
Well, I first thought about it when I was at school. I always loved sports, all sports. Sorry, just a little distance. Athletics, swimming, even pole vaulting, anything and everything. And I loved climbing trees too. So I thought, I'd like to be a stuntman.
Really? You actually had the idea at school. It's not a job many people think of.
Well, I did. But then I thought that the people doing it had to be very special in some way. So it couldn't be me. But eventually, when I was 29, I had the courage and got started. 29 is quite late for a stuntman, though.
So, what were the first you did? Job you did.
Well, I worked as a film extra at first on some TV dramas. And from here, Arish will take on. Okay, Arish, you pick up.
Yes, yes.
Well, I worked as a film extra at first on some TV dramas. I was the person sat at the bar, or just one of the crowd, but at the same time, one second.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have
Helena,
the
hello.
audio. We can hear you, Arish. Keep going.
Yeah, let's see.
And he comes crashing through the restaurant window in a speedboat. That was me.
I saw the film. I didn't recognize you.
That's good. You are not meant to.
I know. So, how do you prepare for a film like that?
Okay. First, you have to talk through this.
How did it go?
Yes, sir, it's going good.
Rukaya, you will call me after the class is over.
Okay, sir.
And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yes, sir.
What's going on? You will be honest with me, okay?
Okay, sir.
No drama. I'm not going to scold you. I'm not going to be angry,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, I know. Okay, sir. I will
Yeah.
talk.
Okay. And Rosanna, you guys have finished, both of you, your practice?
Yes, sir. We have done 2 times.
Great. Did you understand every part of it? The intonation, the the
Yes,
mood,
sir.
the emotions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, we did.
Great. You know, when your partner is reading, their intonation lets you know they understand the meaning. And if their intonation is off, you will get a feeling that perhaps they're just reading it. They don't understand what they're reading.
Yes,
There must be a correct rhythm, right? So you guys are having some one-on-one conversation with each other a little bit, get to know some formal conversation, formalities like, how are you doing? So what did you have for dinner today? Or something like this. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are just going to talk
Yeah,
about this.
yeah, because they are still practicing. Okay, so I'm not gonna
Okay, sir.
close the rooms for maybe 1 or 2 more minutes.
Okay, sir.
Carry on, carry on.
okay.
I I have seen some where were singing and doing something else. And even in the means in this room, you one day you were singing a song, and I really felt very strange. Why are you singing a song? Means I didn't doubt that you are singing. Just means you like it.
I didn't doubt or didn't think,
I didn't think.
but you said I didn't thought.
I didn't think.
And Sunita is here. Has she participated in the
Sir, this
conversation?
is a correct sentence, sir.
Which one?
I
Lovely.
I haven't played cricket since I am here.
Since I came here, na?
Since I came here, yes.
Sunita. Manisha, just a small thing. Sunita has sent me some screenshot of her history of payments. Okay. So, Manisha, you have also sent me some payments. So, please send me the history of it. Okay. Manisha?
Yes, sir. Yes, Manisha. Sir,
Okay, sir, I will try, but I don't need it. That's why I never. Okay, I will try to send it.
You know, the history is there where you send me. Like if you send me on payphone, then it will be there. You have to just go to my the last money that you have sent, and there it will show history. So you will click that and you will take a screenshot and send it to me. Okay.
Sir, but I have question why it is needed, because I have sent somewhere some time for means what can I say, means उसको क्या कहते हैं computer shop.
No problems. No problems. I know that as well. I know that as well, Manisha.
I have not that receipt means.
No, nobody's, Manisha. Actually, I'm a little confused about Sunita's money, not your money. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, are you confused about my money?
Yeah, because yes, because Sunita, I know. Manisha, have you ever sent me money for Sunita?
No, sir, never. I have never.
That's what Sunita.
That if means whenever she needs to send money, so she sent behalf of me to you. Her money. I was saying that, not my. And I have sent you my for
That's
3
what I'm
times.
saying. So yeah, show me that, Sunita. So I don't need to talk to Manisha anymore because I needed to talk to Manisha only because of you. So you made it clear. Manisha has never paid for you, right, Sunita?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So you send me the screenshot
There
of the history.
in short, means history when Manisha gave me payment for their maybe child for their whatever, but
Right.
behalf of me I send you.
Okay, we will
So
talk in Hindi because Sunita, you're confusing me because of her, because of me. You're confusing me because you're not using it correctly all the time, and you're maybe saying something that you don't want to say. Okay, so I'll misunderstand you.
I just want to tell you that I have sent you all my money for 3 times. I
Not
think
4
I
times.
have
Not 4 times.
नो सर टुडे आज का मिला के 4 टाइम हो गया सर
So
इससे पहले मैं 3 बार
Okay. Thank you, Sunita. Thank you, Sunita. I'll check it out. Okay, no problems. Let's go back to the main session, guys, because we are going to close this. Welcome back, everybody. As I was saying, that when you practice, your intonation, gives it away whether you understand what you're reading or not. If you don't understand what you're reading, your rhythm will not be right. The way your voice should go up and down will be different. So please, whenever I ask you to practice, never compromise with yourself. If you don't understand, highlight that part, underline that part, that I'm going to discuss this part with the teacher. What does it mean? Why I'm not getting what he's saying? Because when a person says something, either in English or in any language for that matter, if you understand that, you will feel it in your mother tongue. You'll feel it in your mother tongue too. You will feel it. I'm not saying you will translate it. You will feel it in your mother tongue too. and that will guide you to change your rhythm when you understand the meaning. And when you don't know what you're reading, then it will go flat, or maybe will fake some unnecessary ups and downs. Both are bad. So homework for tomorrow, guys. What should be the homework for tomorrow? This is unit 8, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The listening section
We
is,
have a video.
and we also have what do you think section.
Yeah.
So everybody, will you prepare yourselves for what do you think section so that you can have a little chit chat tomorrow again? This is how you get opportunities to talk here. Okay. Things that you discuss are related to what we have studied. So I'm sharing with you the questions that we want to discuss tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yes.
Fine. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care of yourselves.
Bye, sir.
Good night.
Bye,
Good day.
sir.
Good night and good day,
Good
guys.
night.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.